Hey guys, it's me, Marty. I hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am so far, and it has been a really good day, and it's a really strange way for me to start a video, but that's how I did it. I actually just finished reading In Real Life by Joey Graceffa. It's a really good book, and I figured instead of doing what I did before with The Fault in Our Stars, doing a book review like weeks after I did it and doing a really bad job, I was like, you know what? I want to talk about this book. Why not just do it? I literally finished it probably like 10 minutes ago. I went and got all my things set up, and I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my opinions on this book. I got it, I'm not going to lie, up until Joey Graceffa's Don't Wait video, the video that, it became really big. It was shared all over, basically saying, oh my god, they couldn't believe it, because technically it was his coming out video. Well, that's the way people saw it. They weren't sure, but essentially that's, how the world saw it. And before then, I've never really watched him. I've heard his name before, but that was it. After I watched that video, I was like, oh, this is interesting. Then when he released his actual vlog talking about it, I watched that. I think I subscribed to him, but I never really watched his videos. And then one day I got bored and I was scrolling through my subscriptions. And I was like, you know what, I'm subscribed to this guy, but I never watched his videos. So I'm like, let's go ahead and check him out. And I think after watching just one, I was hooked. I'm not quite sure what sucked me into it, but I just enjoy his personality and the way he makes his day just seem exciting. Even if he's just going to the store, it's a whole lot of fun. It's something that I wish I could do. And it was so cool. And so when I was at the bookstore a few months back, I actually got this book a while ago. Actually, I think the receipt is in here because I use my receipts. Nah, I can't find it. I think I took it out to stick in my next book. Anyway, there was a section in the bookstore with actually all the YouTuber books, and they were all buy one, get one half off. And I was like, well, Shane Dawson's book was there, which I actually still haven't read yet, and I really, really wanted to read that. And I saw Joey, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to get that. So I ended up getting those two, and it took me a while just because I'm busy, and I used to love reading. Like, if this book would have came out when I was like 13, I probably would have finished it in a day, but I don't know why. I just cannot hold my attention to reading anymore. I want to do stuff online more, and I apologize for the flies flying in front of the thing. My window is open for a little bit, and I don't have a screen in it, and my light is sitting right next to the window, so bugs automatically are like, ooh, light. And it gets very, very, very annoying, so I see him keep flying around there, so that's what that's all about. Anyway, continuing on, so I finally started reading it, and I've been going slowly with it, and tonight I was sitting there, I couldn't get onto Netflix, and I was like, you know what, why don't I do what I did when I was a kid and just read? Because I'm already waiting for another video to encode, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to finish this book tonight. So I sat and I read it, and the book is so good. It's so relatable between him talking about his mother and her alcoholism and stuff like that. That was something I can kind of, now I'm trying to remember the word, kind of relate to, because I kind of dealt with that with my father, but not as much, because I was really, really little when we went through that, and then he cleaned up himself. But it also helps with people, to understand and see stuff from the point of view of somebody whose family deals with somebody who has a problem with addiction, which I have a few friends who do that. In this area, it's a really big issue with either alcoholism or drug addiction, because I joke around a lot that there's nothing here to do but drink and do drugs, but that's actually a big problem, because a lot of people grow up becoming addicted to drugs or becoming addicted to alcohol, and it's really sad. And I have a few really close friends who deal with that on a regular basis, and it's something that I'm definitely gonna, be like, hey, read this, because he talks about it very personally, and I think it's nice to be able to have somebody popular, like at this point, he's, at least in my world, a famous person, and he has something that's very relatable to people, which you don't really hear about that as much in the media with other famous people. But then also, as it comes into other things, like for me with his beginning of his YouTubing career and all these different things, it just filled me with wonder and excitement. Like, when he goes and tells the story the first time at VidCon, and how people noticed him, and how he was like, I'm not just here as a guest of you YouTubers, I'm here and people are recognizing me, they're seeing me just as much as these other famous YouTubers. And I just read that with such excitement. It's like, it would be awesome if one day I get that experience where I go there and not only am I trying to meet people, but people are excited to meet me. And who knows if I'll ever reach that point. It would be really awesome if I do. If not, I'm still having a blast doing this, but it was such a fun and joy-filling thing. It was like I was able to share that experience with him. I mean, he did a good job writing the book. I'm not sure if he wrote it himself, or because I know a lot of people who do autobiographies, it looks like, yeah, he does have a, I don't know what it is, if it's a sub-writer or whatever. You know, somebody who I guess probably helps them put it together because they're not a writer. I know a lot of people who do autobiographies or memoirs tend to do that, I think, just because they're not a writer, but then they have a friend who is, and it's like, help me put this together. Anyway, he does a really good job, like, explaining, like, all of his, you know, important things in his life story of how he got to where he is. It's funny reading, you know, I was able to really, really relate when he got to his dating point in life where he started dating at a lot later age, which happened to me. Like, I really didn't start dating until I was in my 20s, my young 20s, kind of, I think, 19-ish. I don't quite even remember the time. And, I mean, that was around the same time. So that was a very, very, very relatable thing. And it's just really neat that there's a lot of things in there that are relatable to a lot of people who dealt with different things. Like, I know that there are some things that I didn't really relate to, like going to school and getting treated differently because of, you know, the type of person you are, which I never actually dealt with that because I never went to school, but I do know that from other experiences, and it was all in general just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful book. I definitely give it my thumbs up, 5 stars, whatever rating system there is to use for that, and I definitely do recommend it. It is In Real Life, My Journey to a Pixelated World by Joey Graceffa. Even if you don't watch his YouTube channel, I really think you would enjoy it. And if you do watch his YouTube channel, I'm pretty sure you've probably read this book. I'm actually going to go ahead and put a link to his channel in the card section and in the description bar, along with a link to his, I guess, the Amazon page for his book, just to go ahead and check it out if you want. I guess that is going to be all for now. If you guys enjoyed these book review things, I know that I am not the best reviewer. I'm pretty sure I at least did a lot better than I did with The Fault in Our Stars, instead of just saying, I'm pretty sure with The Fault in Our Stars, I was like, this is a good book. I don't want to spoil it. Read it. And then that was it. I hope I did better. If I did, let me know. I guess that is going to be all for now. Wait, I almost forgot. My good vibe of the day. Here it is, what, 3rd day, and I already forgot it? This is not going to be fun. Well, not going to go good. I need to get a way better memory. I need to start writing some stuff down when I do this so I don't forget it. Anyway, I think I'm going to try to do two because I always seem to, I think all my recent ones, yeah, every single one has been involving the video, which I guess is okay, but I also want to kind of do different things. One is, definitely this book has filled me with a lot of good vibes. It has made me feel really, really happy and just, you know, filled me with, again, awesome joy knowing that somebody who started off from pretty much nothing got to where they are just from nothing but hard work doing the same exact thing that I did. It's fun reading and, you know, realizing that at one point in time, this person who now has over 5 million subscribers on YouTube and is making, actually, I think he's actually filming parts for a movie now and doing some next month, that he's making music videos and all this other stuff. That he started out just like me. He started out just recording stuff with his friend in his bedroom, putting them up on YouTube, only having a couple subscribers, and it's really cool to think about. Another good vibe of the day, which this is a really funny moment, we were vacuuming in my mom's room, and all the cats came in when we brought on the vacuum, all the kittens, and I think it was their first time dealing with the vacuum. They all gathered around looking at it like it was all confusing, and we just sat there. I don't know why I didn't turn on my camera, because I knew it was going to be a funny moment. As soon as my sister turned it on, boom, they all flew in this different direction. The one cat, the gray one, crawled up behind my mom and sat on the thing behind her bed. She has a shelf. And the cat just sat there all hunched up scared. I reached back to pet it to try and calm it down, and I guess it was scared of me too, because it didn't know what the sound was, and it tried backing off, and ended up backing off without even realizing, and just dropping off the bed. And it was just funny because, I mean, I don't think the cat knew it was going to happen. I looked down and the cat just sat there looking up like, oh no, what's going to happen next time? I picked her up and I was like, no, it's okay. But it was just a really funny moment to watch the cat just back up and go ploop. So, yeah, anyway, that is my good vibe for the day. That one is a lot more longer than my normal ones, but who cares? It was a good thing. Alright, well, I guess that is now all for today. If you guys enjoyed this, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys have read Joey Graceffa's book, if you liked it, if you plan on reading it, if this has made you want to read it. I'm really curious to know. Also, if you are new to the channel, go ahead and hit subscribe, which is right up there, and be sure to check me out on my social media, which is in the description bar below. And I guess that is all for now. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have nothing but good vibes coming your way. Bye!